Falling into peer pressure has really set me back.
Before finding his footing on the football field, former University of Arizona star Sean Poindexter turned to his faith to establish a solid foundation off of it.
You know, if you don't have self-respect or a purpose, you kind of just find yourself giving yourself to anything and everything that, people offer you. Being humbled and brought down to, the level that I should have been the entire time changed and shaped the way I view life and people and relationships.
A three-sport athlete at Centennial High School, Poindexter briefly attended Cal Baptist to play volleyball before returning to the Valley. After a year working to help support his family, he eventually landed at nearby Glendale Community College, where he struck an immediate bond with assistant football coach Jason Jewell.
He kind of helped me with as far as recruiting goes and making sure I was eligible and things like that. So having him, we're still good friends. He still texts me every now and then. GCC was a huge stepping stone for me. Without it, I for sure wouldn't be here.
In some ways, it seems only fitting he'd again take the road less traveled, this time to Tucson.
When I had my offer to South Dakota State in Marshall, I took my visits and I just didn't feel at home. And so I was getting on the flight home from Marshall and I texted Coach Jewell and he was like, "Did you commit?" And I said, "No, God has something better for me." And then the day before signing day, U of A calls and offers me. And what they saw was a throwaway offer, like they didn't get the recruits that they wanted, so they offered me.
As Poindexter continues to train for his pro day March 15th here in Tucson, it's hard to believe this Arizona Wildcat almost became an Arizona State Sun Devil.
So it was after the ASU game in 2017, and I wasn't sure if I was going to have an extra year to play. I was still filing an appeal to see if I did. I talked to the coaching staff after we had lost up in ASU, and I got on the phone with the O-line coach, and their coaching staff got fired, our coaching staff got fired, and it was like, okay, now what? And then Sumlin came in, and that was God's like, okay, here, I got you, just relax. Teams just want to see how fast Sean Poindexter is, and I'm going to show them, because I could play the game. My film speaks for itself.
When Poindexter isn't training for the upcoming draft, you may find him in and around the Old Pueblo, sharing not only his incredible success story, but his now crystal clear purpose for living and serving others.
When you can pour into somebody and know that you're potentially making an impact in their lives, and that if they see that and they can pour into somebody else's life, that's awesome, because that's a legacy, and that's the only thing that you can leave.